The newest gadgets and the fanciest tools are not exactly what we need to get us through the harder times. What we really need is to always have a skill set of attributes that we constantly work on every day to help us during those scenarios. Everybody, and welcome to Nuka Vault Readiness. Glad you could join us. Today, we're going to be looking at 4 personal attributes that should be part of your skill set or your personal toolkit that you should be working on today to learn if you haven't learned them already. And if you do know them, to grow every day and learn a bit more so that you may take these for hard case scenarios. There's an acronym for these 4, and that is, and no, that is not the potted meat, S.P.A.M. Yes. Start off with the S, and that stands for spiritual. This right here is number 1. You need to have a firm, strong base of a belief system. I'm not here to be preaching, get on a soapbox, but this right here again is number 1. Having a strong faith in your creator, your belief, your system, whichever it is. This helps provide a sense of hope and also helps your mental attitude and your outlook on life in the hardest of all scenarios. So this should always be worked on daily without fail. Psychological, also known as mental fortitude or mental toughness. This right here you can work on in a couple different ways. You can put yourself through tough exercises, learn to maybe take yourself out for a half a day hike, go camping overnight with very little things. You could go through games. Myself, I like the Fallout series video games here. As you know, Pluto the Power Armor always sits on my desk. I also like to read books that are usually post-apocalyptic in nature or dystopian or alternative history. That just kind of gives you a peek into the minds of, the characters and what they may have lived through at the time. Again, most of that is fiction, but especially even if it's history, what they lived through, say, during times of war, during times of hardship. So that really is something that helps. I'm just going to put athletics, but athleticism and physical toughness overall is what I'm saying. This right here, that should also be a daily. If you're someone who's never really walked before, you don't have a good cardio, start with walking. If you've always walked and you've never really ran, start jogging. Build up your cardio every day. Do something for strength training. You do that just by lifting things around the house. Even gardening. Gardening provides a great opportunity to do a lot of bending, proper bending that is, and that will greatly help your knees and your hips and your lower back and help you strengthen those things where when a bad scenario arises and if you have to put in a lot of work, say a couple times a week that you're not used to beforehand, will make it a lot easier so that you are not as prone to injury and you will not be, say, laid up for days on end because you're sore and you've never done something like this before. I put mechanical. Really, it's mechanical skills. This doesn't mean just automobiles or anything like that or engineering in nature. Mechanical skills, I put this down as it's an encompass, it's an umbrella. This literally means any type of skill set. And when we think of things about preparing and readiness and survival scenarios, really don't think of anything that delves into, say, coding. And I know that's even kind of going out the window with the rise of AI and no code websites and everything like that. So not so much on the electronics end, although there are some things, of course, that may still be in play. You could definitely learn comms, which I do a lot here on the channel, is comms work or maybe backup battery systems or something like that. So there are electronics, of course, just to be worked on. Other things include just basic general electrician work, plumbing, sewer, septic, construction, carpentry, all those kind of old world and even industrial revolution new ideas those, again, what we would think now as older world skills are greatly going to come into play. And it's great to kind of be a master of one or two rather than a generalist. But as someone who kind of looks at himself as a generalist and picks a few things here and there, it's great to have a good overall knowledge of things. Maybe again, you like the garden. You can kind of pair gardening with nature foraging, what natural or wild plants to eat. You can put medicine and herbology or herbalism, together. Again, construction, maybe your carpentry, woodworking, you know how to fell a tree and at least make something for your home or for your group or whatever it is. Tool making, knife making, things like that. Again, guys, this right here, 4 attributes you should put in your toolkit. And your toolkit being your mental toolkit. Mental toolkit, soul in your heart right here. Mental, athletics, physical toughness, and learn a skill set. It's never too late to learn a skill. Plenty of resources out there, books, old bookstores. Print is great, especially if you're learning, say, an older world skill. You can find blueprints on things, how to build, how to do this. Those are great. And of course, many great creators here on the YouTube platform that you can look for. All right, guys, until the next time, I'll catch you around in the next video. And remember, always be getting ready. Y'all take care.